this thing is ending. Can't believe it's ending as well. Like, but then again, when I was playing Vanguard Zero, I play Vanguard Zero more than this game. But this, I played this game first, didn't know it existed. But the main reason why I stopped playing it until now was because it was very not free to play friendly in my opinion. And of course, I was so underleveled. I really don't know. And I really don't know. It's been so long, and this game is ending as well. I haven't actually made videos about this game at all. Yep. I won? How? I won, but how? And also, I checked the category in this on Twitch. People use this category to stream building Gunpla instead of actually playing it. They stream playing Gunpla. I mean, building Gunpla instead of streaming this game. Which is quite similar to Vanguard before Vanguard Zero came along. People use the Vanguard category instead of using Vanguard Zero because it didn't exist yet. Can't believe the game is also ending. But I'm not as heartbroken in this game compared to Vanguard Zero because then again I wasted so much time playing Vanguard Zero. But then when I spent time playing Vanguard Zero. When you spend so much time on game, it's hard to say goodbye, which is also the song I used on the Vanguard Zero short. And the reason Vanguard Zero is ending was like all mobile games, it will end sooner or later because server costs. The only way for this game to continue is like for some fan to love. And plus, that this game has PvE, has good PvE options, if I remember correctly. Of course, you can just make a PvE version of this game. And I'm 3 times stronger than this person right here. And it's lagging. Don't know if it's the internet or it's my phone. Or it might be server shutting down. You know, this game you can customize is there's a chest piece, which includes the head, then the arm piece, which includes both arms, then the leg piece, which is the whole both legs, and a backpack piece. That's how you make the entire. What was it? I don't know if the head piece is separate though. If it is, oh well. But I don't think it is because I remember on Pull it's like the headpiece and the chest piece are the same. If the headpiece is completely different, a separate piece compared to the chest, I'd be like, wow, you can really customize. But then again, the only thing I've been seeing right now is fully built version instead of oh kit bash version. Sheesh. It's not even real PvP though. You're playing against the AI controlling the opposing player's avatar and suit. It's not. It's not true PvP. Most zero must be the level is so high. The difference in levels so high. The yellow is the ammo. When you see that type of thing where there's like two circles, that means you're giving its maximum shot, maximum power of the shot. But I think one of the main reasons why this failed was because there were not enough content creators that I know. Like, I went to the Facebook group I was part of, and there's like only one content creator about this game. Like, only one content creator. Vanguard Zero died because I think Booster just wanted to end it. Mostly because it lacked content now. But again, they have one more content called Tachikaze. And also adding other sets that weren't in the game like Dragon Claw Keeper. Okay, I can believe it. Every other Limit Break card in the Limit Break era was added. But Dragonic Lockkeeper wasn't added? Sheesh. It's so weird. When I was younger, it was like close range combat, but now when I'm older, I prefer long range. Oh, it's now reaching one now. Took a while. And that's about it when it comes to this game. That's the closest thing you can get in a PvP aspect of the game. That's the closest thing you can get. There's also the 3v3 thing, but that is you can sort it. You can also do autopilot where you don't actually play the game, where you can let the computer play for you. I know it was an option here, which also makes the game less interactive, but it's very fun if you're gonna be a lazy streamer. Plus, I can't believe this game is ending. But then again, most games like this will end sooner or later. I just feel sad. I still can't get over Vanguard Zero ending. And you see right here, the computer is playing for me right here. You don't have to touch anything in the computer is playing for me. I don't know how well this thing records on Twitch later, which since I'm gonna export most of my streams now to YouTube. Ever since I figured that out, I started doing that. But I started doing it via using the Twitch built-in version instead of recording the video, recording the stream while streaming because it takes too much memory and I'm not very rich person. If I'm correct, you can also upgrade your kits here, but then the game is dying. Its end of service is June 5 or 6. And it's specific PvP, so it's like, oh, it's gonna be hard for me as well. Coco died on April 1 around 10:30 something AM. Oh yeah, my friend. Uh, I only have one team. Or I have like multiple teams of same models because of a thing called arrangements. Too weak. Too weak again. I really don't know. 14,000. 14,000. This is the closest one with the highest amount of stats, and I think that's one that's also outside right now. That's being displayed. I also haven't eaten yet. It's like 4. It's like 4 p.m. right now, and I haven't eaten yet. It's mostly because my sister, when she tried to eat me before breakfast, it's chocolate oatmeal. I dislike eating oatmeal. And plus the way she cooks it's so bad. She tries to like make it crunchy, like fried rice. Like if you're gonna eat fried rice, if you're gonna eat something like fried rice, just eat fried rice. Or something. We actually have rice. Problem is we don't have any meat to cook it with. I can't believe this game is dying. Like this game alongside Zero is dying and Zero's only a year younger. And Zero has actual streamers dedicated to the game. Must be because Vanguard was too free to play friendly, which was also what Zoro talked about when Vangelo was ending his video. Don't know about different parts video because I haven't watched it. But then I'm just so sad that it ended. And then what's sad about this game, even not as much. This is for me how I treat this game is like how Western people treat their parents, because Western people have the tradition of moving out, at least in America, for college. So you don't see your parents and you always thought they'll always be there. Then suddenly, boom, you hear they have an illness or something. And they're dying. This kind of reminds me of that. But then again, I also have a parent that's sick. Like, my mom was sick before. And she's also sick right now. But I always spend time with her. Unlike my dad. The issues are very, very universal, which is very sad. Because they did a study that single mother homes do worse than dual parent homes. And they also did a weird study where single father homes do slightly better than do slightly better or do the same as dual parent homes. Which says something. Which says something. But then again, that was a study, and sometimes and problem with studies is it generalizes everything, which is a good thing but a bad thing. When something's generalized, it makes it too generic, and sometimes people are not generic. Sometimes they are custom. They're special. Uh, well, let's see how good the stream is doing. I'm not on my computer. Technically, the reason I'm streaming on my phone because I don't have this game on my phone. I have this on my computer. It looks like it's doing okay. Stream quality, not that great though. Battle circuit. Okay, I know there's an auto auto build. Sorte, yes. Oh my gosh, I have build Burning Gundam. Cool. I just saw I have a build Burning Gundam chess set. Yes. And I think I just saw the head is different to the chest, which is which makes more sense because there was a old OVA series where they have a Gundam but they have a GM head. The only thing left is me playing a Dragon Ball game and the Dragon Ball game ended or something. Endless Waltz 600,000 semi-auto, fully auto. There we go. Let computer play for me. Just play for me. And it's only been 19 minutes. Wow. I am literally the only person streaming this game that I know. Literally the only one I know. I'm literally the only one. There's someone playing Beardish right now? Beardish. Oh my gosh, that one. Ah, different headset. Cool. Oh my, it's 700,000. I haven't actually broken the 1 million barrier though. But then again, this game, Vanguard Zero or dying, the only thing not dying is like Duel Links. Which is like older than this game too. I think Duel Links came around 2016 or 2014. When did Duel Links came out, man? Okay, Duel Links came out. Okay, how old is Duel Links? Oh wait, I have to go to the video to tell me the age. 2016. Okay, it came out 2016, which means it's 2 years older than this game and 3 years older than Vanguard Zero. There were times where I didn't play this game, also because it's not free to play friendly as well. Because there's no crafting system as well. Without the crafting system, how can your game be free to play friendly? The closest thing to a crafting system we have is a ticket. Duel Links has 16, Master Duels have 451 people watching it. Magic the Gathering has 2.4k viewers. Well, I should download Magic Gathering Arena. I should just download it again. Because look, there's like thousands of people watching it. Like, one person's almost close to 1,000. And I also like playing Magic. I still have Magic cards. I haven't actually bought a Magic deck since 2018 or something. Alright. I thought the AI can do it. But the person is doing 0 damage. It's gonna be a while. And I died. It failed. Oh well. Oh. I'm just doing this for like 20 plus minutes and I want to stop playing. I think that's why people haven't streamed because there's not enough. Oh my gosh, this thing has I forgot this thing has a story mode. Barely did the story. It's like approximate. No wonders was all my boys are too weak. Ugh. I don't know if there's music going on in there because I muted my phone. So I don't know if there's music going on in there. I just really don't know what to do. This game, I chose to stream this game because it's like, it's ending. I want it to be part of my channel because it's gonna end. Technically, I also have Clash of Clans, and do people stream Clash of Clans? I know there's YouTube content on it, but do people stream it? Clash of Clans. And people do, let's see. And people do stream Clash of Clans, but they're mostly in Spanish though. Spanish, French. Huh. I I have to manually tap this. I thought I can just. Actually, oh my gosh, I made this after I made my YouTube or Twitch. No, no, it's not YouTube or Twitch. Uh, uh, I think it's YouTube. They start posting. No, I started posting one person, but then that was before. My YouTube account was used to be for college stuff. Like, two of my professors asked me for videos to make for one of their assignments, so I just did that. You know, it feels like they didn't make this into an anime. Technically, they kinda did by putting it on YouTube and stuff. I still have to keep. You know, most people, you know what they normally do when they play this game? They immediately press skip. This is what I normally do. I don't read the story, just play. I just literally play. Because like, what's so good in the story? It's like, what's so good about story stuff? If I want to watch a story, I want to watch some anime, cartoons, movies, or read a book. X. No. Oh my gosh, my phone is overheating. This is similar to when I want to play World Box, which is a god simulator where you are a god. But sadly, don't have money to pay for the full version of it, which is still in early access. My throat hurts. I might have COVID because my mom has COVID. That's her illness. I did tell her not to go to the beach, but she went to the beach. Like, uh, she went to the beach and have fun. She brought Archie with her. Then again, Archie paid for her ticket. Hoachi is older sister in Hokkien, I think. If you already know me, I'm part of Asia. My character basically did nothing. Then again, I'm also doing nothing. Oh. I really don't know what to do. I don't know what to do with my life. My siblings are asking me to go to college. What's like what to do? But then again, Andrew Tate says that which might get me cancelled. Says if you have nothing to do, just go to school. If you have the drive to do some make money, don't go to school. Just do that. So I don't have the drive for anything. Then again, I'm not really an Andrew Tate fan. I just saw people posting shorts version of his videos, and that's it. I've actually subscribed to his Rumble or YouTube or anything, which might get me cancelled. But then again, I'm too small to get cancelled. Like, who cares about? Literally, I'm just small. I only have like one viewer right now. I literally only have one viewer. There's really nothing much to do in life. Oh, it won. I'll try to finish the story mode. I think I'm over leveled enough to finish the story mode. It wins again. Then again. Well, uh, would win in the end? Pokemon or Digimon? Digimon has so many hacks compared to Pokemon. Like a Digimon, any Digimon can go to its ultimate slash mega form and boom, win. Technically, perfect slash ultimate is good enough to defeat most Pokemon. But Pokemon has God, has literal God. I'm not really talking about much about Gundam. There's also the new Gundam series, the first ever Gundam series with a female protagonist. Originally, Turn A Gundam was supposed to have a female protagonist, but the people in Sunrise didn't want it because they believe it didn't work. They believe it won't work, and by the looks of it, how. But then again, when Turn A Gundam was being shown, it was like during the 80s or 90s, or is it even 70s or 60s? I don't really know how old Gundam is. One thing I know is I watched Gundam with Gundam Seed and Gundam Seed Destiny, and a bit of Gundam Wing. Those were my first Gundam series. Then I watched Gundam 00, Gundam H. I like Gundam H. Mostly because I like their mobile suit design. Because the age system just feels so nice. It collects battle data and tries to formulate a way to surpass what we currently have. This evolution is so nice. Technically, that's adaptation. This evolution requires so much time. Like for example, like the difference between the difference between chimpanzee and our ancestors were barely any different. But our ancestors deviated from the chimpanzees at some point in time. This is why we became like this. And it's over so much time. Like for example, human DNA is 99.9% identical with another person, even if their sex is different. 99.9. If every generation 0.1% of the population's DNA is different, you just accumulate that 0.1% sooner or later. Like 0.1%, how many generations? 100 generations, it's gonna be 10%. It's gonna be 10%. But then again, some generation mix and match. It's like people who are in their 40s, see, have children with people who are in their 20s or younger, or yeah, because generation mix and matching. And there's also people who do other stuff. Evolution. Have you also had Gundam Seed, Destiny, Seed and Destiny got tainted with the Kira Yamato meme? And Gundam Seed was very, very, very fun. Because if you didn't know this, there is a very not safe for work plot point in Gundam Seed, which normally most people they'll back away from that plot point, but Sunrise doubled down on that plot point, which gives them mad respect because they're like, we don't care, we know our franchise is so big, we'll double down. But they only do it in the DVD collections and stuff. This feels like a dating simulator because we have like three choices to make. I also like Game of Thrones. My sister introduced me to Game of Thrones, but I'm the one who knows more about Game of Thrones. But then again, she has a life unlike me. My favorite house is House Stark because I like wolves because of those in their thing, and because I like the cold. My least liked house is House Martel, but then again, it's not House Martel, it's Dorn as a region as a whole. Because I hate that they have so much plot armor. So much plot armor. Historical plot armor. Then again, House Lannister. And House Lannister has houses, okay, it's mostly the people inside the house that makes me cringe. Like, Cersei is so dumb, same with Jaime. Tyrion was also dumb. But then again, when he did his dumb stuff, he was young. When Cersei and Jaime did their dumb stuff, they were considered adults already. Tywin was also dumb. He didn't choose to remarry. But again, he was being a hypocrite. And also Robb being dumb. Then again, he's like, your dad has a bastard. You could also have a bastard. You can just simply legitimize him later on. Sheesh. Your king can easily legitimize. And also, you don't follow the Andals. You can legalize polygamy or something. But then again, guess rights. I'm just talking random stuff that's not related to the series at all. Oh, I'm in the 1 million range. Then I'm in the 1 million range. Who knew? But that's when you combine all three of my Gunplas. Which means each of them is at least 500,000 each. There's also House of the Dragon, which is based on that dragon, which is very prejudiced to the greens. They like dislike the greens. But then again, in the current climate, you have to like the blacks, which is also one of the reasons why marriage is going, which is very political. Very, yeah, that's the thing. Like talking about politics, shows, and everyone stuff about shows. Uh, there's also there's gun like the only Gundam models like the only dislike about Gundam is like they're very anti-war, but majority of their show takes place in war. Well, sure, being anti-war is a good aspect of society because war is costly, very costly. It's extremely costly, and also it's very hinder. It's a hindrance to society. But sometimes war is good because it's like without war you will not improve. Like a lot of our medical improvements and technological improvements came because of war. Because when there's war, there's a deadline. If there's a deadline, you have to work extra hard. But for medical stuff that's being inhumane, like what the Japanese and Germans did, what the Japanese Germans did, very inhumane. The only difference is people give they give too much importance to the genocide of the Jews instead of what Japanese did, which was kinda worse. Or they did practically the same thing, though just the Japanese were racist towards people who who what they did to their victims, unlike unlike the Nazis. And then again, there's like one Jew that saved their life. Literally, he only likes one Jew, and that Jew is the one who saved his mom, or tried to save his mom. Okay, and it's been, I think it's already been 40 minutes right now. Is it 40 minutes? Ah, yes, it is 47 minutes. Well, it's 47 minutes playing this game. Ah. Then I'm not even playing this game, I'm just chatting while the AI plays for me. Damn, I should have tried to make this game into one of the games I stream because it's so lazy. You just let the computer play for you. It's better than Duel Links when you want to be a lazy streamer. It's almost. Then I also tried streaming Raid Shadow Legends. The reason why is because I really like the voice acting and the narration part of the story. I'm so hungry. I have no food. I do have money. I could go down buying food and just, mommy, I'm just gonna buy food. But mommy's in the other place. Huh. Oh, hello, second viewer. You're surprised. I'm playing this game. And I can't see chat because I have to manually go to my laptop to see chat because I'm streaming on my phone. Oh, the history. I started streaming on my phone. I literally started streaming on my phone, Vanguard Zero. And I started using Omelette because I couldn't get the Twitch app to work on my first phone. Then I started streaming it on. And I destroyed that phone using VB farming. 11 minutes, then I can finally end this. Or not, whichever comes first, the 1 hour or the story mode. If the story mode comes first, then and it's not 1 hour yet, I'll just simply go spend my in-game currencies for gacha and whatnot. I want there to be more Gundam build fighter style shows for Gundam because it's like you will actually want to watch the show, but then again, you would actually want to buy the Gunpla. But at the same time, at the same time, the story just becomes a generic tournament arc or something like what I'm with Gundam Build Fighters, Fighter Strike, then there's Divers. Divers Re-Rise change it up by making it to an isekai type story. I feel sad every time an SD Gundam that pretends to be an HG style Gundam, they always base it on the SD. SD instead of making it based on the HG that tries to pretend to be an SD. Huh. Was first introduced by Gundam Build Fighter Strike. I still feel sad that Build Divers is not in the same universe as Build Fighters. Huh. And I lost a viewer. Then again, I'm just rambling on and on and on. I want to know if you play my voice and people go to sleep or would be irritated. If I'm going to sleep, then I have my voice has the purpose of helping people go to sleep. I don't know why my sister left the aircon on. It's nice because it's gonna be freaking hot, but it's like, why? And the electricity bill. Okay, after streaming this, I'm gonna go buy food. I still have like 500 pesos to buy food. That's from my mom, so I can just mom I'm using it to buy food since she has no food in the house, which is true. I tried to check. She has no form of canned goods. Any food that I can try to cook. It's something that I'm not sure I'm allowed to cook. The only thing I know is that I can try to cook the rice, but we have like no garlic to make Filipino fried rice, which is simply garlic rice. Oh my gosh, Toma Aizen looks like the new character in Vanguard Overdress Season 2. I stopped watching Vanguard Overdress. Yeah, it's a good anime, but it's not a card game anime, which is why I stopped watching, which means I have to binge watch if I want to be up to date. Maybe I should watch it dubbed because like jokes in Japanese will not be I won't be able to get those jokes. How do I say goodbye? For a while. How did Coco die? She died naturally. She died naturally. I still not over Coco being dead. It's close to 3 weeks now. It's close to 4 weeks now. Jeez. The only upside is Coco's near me right now because her ashes are right behind the wall where I'm staying right now. But I have her ashes, her fur and nails and paw prints with my sister walking into the main door. It's very, very sad. But then again, it is time. How do I say I can't really remember the song that well. But I like it though. Then again, I'm a very negative person, so that song just vibes with me because it's like it shows sadness. It shows deep, deep sadness, but love at the same time. Technically, the person he wrote it for still is sealed up, recovered, went into remission or something. This is shutting down on June 6 or 5 of this year. If you played the game, they will have an important announcement that will say it will end at June 5, 2023 or June 6 of 2023. Pacific Daytime because it's PDT, so I don't know what it means. Pacific Daylight Savings Time or something? But that's it, it's gonna end. Which is so sad. But that's not just the Vanguard Zero because I like playing Vanguard Zero. This game's pretty automatic. I'm just leaving the game on auto, but which means so lazy to play. Can busy ramble around about everything else. Who would win? In the Dance of the Dragons, which I talked a bit earlier, I'm a Green fan. That's mostly because Rhaegar is such a bad candidate. When you compare it to Aegon, Aegon is young and stupid. Rhaegar is already old and dumb. He cannot change that. Like spoilers for House of the Dragon because I read so much stuff on this era is that Aegon became a badass later on, and Rhaera just became worse later on. Like, that's how bad Rhaera was like a spoiled brat, ends up being a spoiled woman. Well, Aegon, spoiled brat, becomes accomplished war general. Literally, he becomes the accomplished war general in the end. In the end, it's like even though even though no one in his bloodline lives unless Aemon's bastard lives, because Aemon might have a bastard, he still showed great prowess compared to Rhaenyra. Rhaenyra's only strong points like all all the people around her, like Colorless Valerion, her only good advisor, Rhaenys Targaryen, one of those sympathetic figures. Then there's Laenor. Laenor was very sympathetic in the books, but in the show, not so much because it's like you're sympathetic to a guy who willingly abandons his so-called wife and children. Sure, they're not his kids biologically, but he helped raise them, and he just threw that all the way to get something in Essos. That just destroys Laenor's character. Like in the books, he was murdered. Eventually murdered by Daemon based on rumors or something, because it's like Daemon and Rhaenyra immediately married the moment Laenor died. Or when was after his funeral they married right away. And there's also Laena. Laena's death is even more tragic in the show than in the books. In the books, she just died, similar to how Aemma died. But in the show, she committed self-deletion. That's like hard to do. Like 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 choosing to die that way. It's like ugh. That's just harsh, man. Harsh for your kids. She has two living kids, and she rather dies by dragon fire. Uh, and of course, technically speaking, the black and the greens won in the end. Both of them won. The black gets the throne via blood because they're the ones that are they're the ones that are on the throne, while the greens got the legal win. They literally got the legal win because it is Aegon the Second, which is Aegon the Elder, which is the green claimant, and next is Aegon the Third, or Aegon the Younger slash Aegon Dragonsbane. But then again, sheesh. The Dance of the Dragons is just really, it's just a really tragic thing because the father Viserys Targaryen was just a bad father. Like he was such a bad father. He overly spoiled his daughter. Like his grandfather Jaehaerys the First, or Jaehaerys the Counselor, the his daughter Jaehaerys, Sarah Targaryen, slept with nearly everyone and gave such bad reputation to House Targaryen's name that he punished her to try to become a septa. Then she just ran away, so she just gets disinherited completely. Like because it's like if Jaehaerys was Viserys, he would do the same thing. Because like Sarah at least did it with noble men and women. Rhaenyra just did it with the small folk. Small folk. Which is even worse because like Daemon was but Rhaenyra was very very dumb. But then again, that's on Daemon more than Rhaenyra. Rhaenyra would just need to be slightly re-educated to know better because like she could have gotten the pox or any form of STDs in Westeros if she was unlucky. Then let's talk about then there's also the part that she might have raped Kristen Cole. I said the word might because some people don't consider it as a form of rape. He said no twice. He said yes at the end, but in the end it's like Rhaenyra is his boss. If he says no, she can falsely accuse him like some people do in the real world. This is like Rhaenyra has all the physical legal power. The only thing Kristen Cole has was like, I can just kill you because I have a sword right here and you have nothing. And that's it. And in the end, he was suicidal after that. He was suicidal. Like how most high school shooters are suicidal because they're pushed beyond a certain point. So they want to die via cop. Huh. But speaking of that, Sadak Shock made a very good episode about that. Ah, such a nice series. Sadly got cancelled or something. What is there? If yeah, if Viserys was a better dad, there wouldn't be a dance. Like if he didn't spoil Rhaenyra as much, or he gave his son something like he could have asked House Baratheon to give piece of land for one of his sons to make Summerhall, which a later Targaryen king did. I think it was Daeron the Young, or it was his successor or something that that made Summerhall. But either way, Viserys could have easily given his kids keeps. Like for example, the new gift was given to Lord Stark under pressure from Queen Alicent or some other thing going on because it was like the new gift was extremely fertile land and it was just gifted away to the Night's Watch. If it wasn't under duress or some other dumb thing, then it's Lord Stark at the time was really done. Could easily give that and just ask for betrothal with either House Manderly, which they are owed a betrothal, or Sarah Snow, possible real person. Or as a dowry for Helena to, or if she marries Cregan, because Helena is such a name, she should be protected. Said that her fate is so sad. Watching your kids die right in front of you is like the worst thing a mother can do. No, a mother can experience seeing your kids die right in front of your eyes. Then what's then? Uh, uh, if Viserys and also like the eye scene, what Viserys did just showed his true colors, favoring Rhaenyra to such an extent that he picks her reputation over his son's eye. He could have died. Aemon could have died. Like if a parent favors too much over one child over the other to such an extent, that shows that you don't truly care. That's why Robert Baratheon is a better father than Viserys Targaryen because when he died, all of his supposed children cried for him. They cried. They were sad. They were devastated. Only Cersei was really happy. But again, Cersei was such a bad wife. Sure, Robert beat her up, but it's like Robert only did that in his later years, not in his early years. In his early years, he tried to get, oh, Cersei, do you want to hang out with me? I'm gonna go hug. She said no. Rather spends time with Jamie. Cersei's such a bad woman. Then again, her parents didn't raise her right. Her parents just didn't raise her right. Jamie's just an idiot. Even Robert was nice. Robert is nice. Like, for example, Robert gave Storm's End to Renly and gave Dragonstone to Stannis. He could easily just kept both of those for himself, for his family, his direct family instead of his brothers. Because it was his right. He could have easily done that. But he chose to give his brothers keep so they won't be homeless. The series is one of the worst games. Like, one of the worst games. The reason why there was a rebellion was not because of not because of Robert. It was because of Cersei and Joffrey in Game of Thrones. Like, if Cersei and Joffrey just played it smart, especially Cersei, there wouldn't be a War of the Five Kings at all. It will be like the War of the Three Kings. Like, yeah, War of the Three Kings, because like, Cersei said, uh, what did you just say? All my kids look like me. You can also say that to your children. Only one child looks like you. Besides the bastard. She could easily have said that. And Ned would have no standing at all. Alright, did I plug it in? Oh, it's not plugged. I should plug my laptop. I did, or just turn it off because it's like, what is there? You know. Oh yeah, oh my gosh, that's the downside of being on the phone, so that you can't see chat. Like, the next day was just, yes, I stopped when my phone was no longer supported. Okay. For me, I stopped playing because I just didn't have the drive to play because it was just like, it's not free to play and that's about it. Alright. I'm turning off my computer. Because I'm thinking of going out and just buying food because it's like, I am hungry. My shorts are here. I just need to find a shirt. Which I know my closet is, but still like, I'll just turn off the aircon. But then again, it'll be so hot. It'll be so hot. House of the Dragons. Then there's also the Blackfire thing. I'm on Team Blackfire mostly because I hate the Dornish. Which I already stated a while ago. I dislike the Dornish because of the stupid plot armor. How did they survive multiple fields of fire? Like, over 150 years. They are so strong they were able to repel me. But again, Dorne is a desert, so people, the logistics of putting an army there is very difficult. But like, how did they survive? Like, multiple burning should decrease the amount of area Dorne has. Like, each generation, like, the, it should be the arm of Dorne should be the only thing left of Dorne after over 150 years because continuous fields of fire, man. Like, sheesh, stupid Dornish plot armor. Then again, Dornish plot armor didn't activate for Oberyn Martell, Elia Martell, and her kids. Sheesh. They died. Very tragic deaths. For me, like killing Elia Martell, it's an okay thing. It's like she's an adult, so you can kill her. But her kids, Aegon, possible. He's a guy, and the Iron Throne's president of the dance states that only men are allowed to sit on the Iron Throne. Means you can keep Brains alive, and plus you can set her up with Jon Snow, Renly, her Robert's future male heir, or send her to Stark, to Ned Stark. There's so many ways to do it. Same thing with Aegon if you want to keep him alive. Just send him to Ned. Ned wants to keep his kids alive. Make it his stuff alongside Elia Mortar. And the door is so far away from Dorne that, and it's so cold that only like Robert Martell will try to go to the north to try to steal Elia away, but he's Dornish, and the Dornish and the First Men would look the most different. The climates are the most different. And I'm rambling on about Game of Thrones instead of like Gundam. Because like what's there to complain about in Gundam? The only thing complain about Gundam would be like in Gundam Seed I support Zaft. I don't like Orb. Orb is just a hypocrite. And in the end it's not, and in the end Orb sided with the Earth Alliance. Zaft was like, just leave us alone, let us stay in peace in our colonies, we won't bother Earth. Then boom! Boom! They send nukes at the farming colony. Literally a farming colony. So the coordinators can be independent. Then Gundam 00, for me Gundam 00 was just like pretty dumb. Just pretty dumb. Gundam 00 is just like a slightly better version of Gundam Wing. It's just a slightly better version of Gundam Wing. Momosu designed the Wing Gundams better than the Curious or Arios. This actually looks like a flying jet thing. At least design wise. But close combat wise, I prefer Dex, yeah. You over the Dex side even, because like Dex side uses a physical blade, the Dex side uses a beam saber blade. Then the long range, I think Gundam Wing doesn't have a long range. Is the Gundam Heavy Arms. The Gundam Heavy Arms looks more like the Verge or Cervi. And I would prefer Gundam Heavy Arms because live ammo still looks cool. But yeah, it just looks cool. One problem is that but you can easily change it from physical bullets to beam Gatling guns. So it just uses a battery nuclear reactor. Okay, someone is here. I hope the Wi-Fi can reach. No. Hello?
I know, I just woke up. I
What?
drove my drone and then
You
it flew away.
And it's not there with you?
Yeah, it disappeared.
Where did it go?
The last shot it shoot was the back of the Nakambre.
Why didn't you try and get it?
I tried. I went to 4 or 5 different buildings.
It's your fault, Archie.
I know, it just flew away. I was trying to make it go back and it flew farther away.
Archie, you should simple.
Then it disconnected.
Archie, did you hi? My
This is
sister.
my third time, no? The first time. No? Anyway.
You wasted like over 15,000.
No, 10,000 lang naman. Kasi the 5,000 plus is battery. And the 2 battery is still there.
Okay, Archie, but in the end, you can just ask people around to give you back your drone.
The solution is I will go find the drone.
Okay.
Solution is I will go find the drone.
Okay.
No, I said I'll give 1,000 to the person who finds it.
Alright, my sister lost her drone.
Who's that?
I'm streaming because one of my games is ending again.
Yeah. I lost a drone that cost 15,000 bucks.
Alright, there's that. Oh, my sister's now back.
You lose something. It's like you gain something new.
Yeah, you gain that you need to have better controls first.
I was testing it and then it flew away.
Well,
I was just making it go up and then it went to left. I tested it now before it. This is my third, fourth time.
actually, when you test something, you should test in an open field, not
I tested it in 7th floor.
it. The fourth time, it was on the seventh floor.
Yeah. This one, this time. And
Oh.
the third time.
Okay,
And the second time.
okay, where did you lose it?
It went to De La Cambre. This one, I show you. Come here, I show you. Come here na, I show you. This is the last shot. You know. You know. The last shot before it disappeared.
Oh.
You know. It even played. Oh. See?
Then go to the end, Achi. So it's flight path.
And then, see? And then it disappeared. So the last one, it says here, GP. So here. But I will now on. I think I will choose this one. No phone. So I even
It's fully charged, right?
2%. The drone. The drone was newly charged. No.
You can still find it though. Just go to
But
the
there's no battery. I went na cannot find it.
Oh my gosh, you know what would have happened?
What?
It might have just been destroyed unless it has a safety feature where it's the whole battery it slowly lands. Okay, my sister lost her drone and I haven't eaten yet food because we have no food in this house. And like the place where mommy is, where there's plenty of food, plenty of corned beef, plenty of spam, plenty of food. Actually, you're not showing where it landed. You're just showing me random videos. You have to show me the latest video.
And then I followed it and then I got it. See?
So what are you showing to me? That you know how to use your drone?
Yeah, see, I was able to use it, man.
Okay, then why did it flew away?
I think it's the wind.
Then you have to check for the weather. Okay, I only have 5 stamina left to play this game, so I'm gonna end the stream.
I told you to wash dishes na.
I did wash the dishes. I was just thinking, oh, what will I cook? And I figured out there was no food. Alright. Gee, I said when you put it on the plane, you don't put it on the 7th floor, you put it on the ground floor. For the parking. I think the parking is high enough. or something, but still, Achi, you lost your throne.
Hey, it's not high enough kasi number one. How high it goes. Oh, okay.
Height test. It's not moving.
Wait lang, ayun eh.
Actually, we're already on the 7th floor, so it's already high.
Oo nga, kasi it goes high pa. Hindi, yan yung ano, yan, it's the height test. And then, I put it down kasi wala na ba. And then, I changed the battery. That's when the thing happened.
Maybe your controller was losing battery. Guys, I only have 6 energy, so I'm just gonna end it here. So, bye.